So fast forward, we have 1,500 almost Google reviews now.
Wow.
We don't know of a
Yeah.
marketing company in North America that has 300 Google reviews.
Let alone.
And
Right.
we're at just about 1,500.
Wow.
Hey, plumbing pros, welcome to the 376th episode of Potty Talk. And we got a fun one here. We got Lauren Saderoff with Search Kings. He's always great. In fact, he's going to be sharing how easy it is to get 5-star reviews.
And how they can help you do that.
Exactly.
And why it's important.
That's right.
Yes. So it's going to be a great episode. And speaking of reviews, we would love for you to go out and give us a review. If you're listening on your favorite podcast player or wherever you're listening to Potty Talk or watching, please give us a review.
Yes, please give us a review.
Yeah, like us, love us, hate us, whatever. We'd love for you to give us a review. Also, be sure to go out and follow us out on all the main social media channels.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
Hey, and for being here, I have something for you. My $1 Million Plumber blueprint, where I lay out the exact specs on how you can build a successful, self-sustaining, and very profitable plumbing business. It's all laid out there for you, and it's free. Simply go to themilliondollarplumber.com/free and grab your free blueprint.
Mm-hmm.
All right, for thanking you for being here. All right, hey, let's get Lauren on here.
Let's
I want to
bring
hit
them
it.
on. All right.
All right, as promised, welcome, Lauren Saderoff. Man, it's good to have you back on Potty Talk.
Good to see you guys. Thanks for having me. I'm joined by my colleague Michael
Yes.
here today. First time on with us.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome, Michael.
Good looking kid. Makes Potty Talk look good.
That's the goal.
It sounds good too. He has that radio voice. Listen to that voice.
does.
Say hello again, Mike.
Yeah, everyone's been telling
Oh,
me
yeah.
that, even in
Yeah,
the company.
see?
That's the running joke now.
There we go. That's a good podcast
That
voice.
is a good
All
podcast.
right.
Lauren, he's going to do all the talking now.
Okay.
Exactly. That's why I brought him on.
Oh, but Lauren,
Yeah.
you know we love you, man. It's good to see you too. But
Mhm.
Awesome.
okay. Hey, I want to get into the review thing that you guys are, doing and whatever. But I know you're all, you guys are the Google experts
Or
and
internet,
yeah.
all the things internet.
And
right?
so I just want to pick your brain. Anything new coming down the pike that we haven't maybe heard of yet?
Yeah. So good being back on with you guys. Real quick, I think, staying up to date on what's new in the land of Google brings us to what everyone's been talking about since November, ChatGPT. And this, I don't know if you guys have experimented with it. It came out in November, and within days it was at like 100 million users. I think it took a few weeks. It's just been completely disruptive. What was interesting is ChatGPT was funded by Microsoft. So we've been waiting and wondering, and everyone's speculating what's the move here? What's next? Because there's no money being made right now, and it sure is costing a lot to build ChatGPT. So yesterday being the February 7th, Microsoft came out last night and basically announced that their Bing browser, which is the equivalent of Google when you're on a desktop, is going to be transformed in the coming weeks to basically be a combination of search, which is fundamentally providing websites or services recommendations, right? The way Google does and Bing does, best plumber, here are the websites to choose from. But what Bing's going to be doing is on the right-hand side is going to be ChatGPT technology so that there'll be real information provided. So think of like how to fix running toilet, okay? On the left side, you'll be having companies, LSAs, right? Providers. But all of a sudden on the right side, you're going to actually have information on how to do whatever it is that you're trying to do.
Wow.
So, prepare a meal for 6 people that includes a vegetable, it includes, chickpea salad, it includes A, B, and C. Left side, websites. Right side, an actual list of recipes and steps to take. World is changing.
AI,
Wow.
it's all that AI. It is crazy.
Yeah.
And we do use the chat, the chat GPT for even coming up with Potty Talk episodes.
Yep.
We'll type in questions. Tell me 5 questions that plumbing business owners are asking, and it'll give us that information, right? So yeah, it's incredible.
I think what we've been doing for the last few years is going to escalate quickly. And basically what we do with a lot of our clients is we figure out how many leads do they need? And then we go and get those leads on LSAs, right? And we've been doing that with you guys since, the beginning of LSAs. We also do the pay-per-click on Google. And for now, up until now, we've done about 10-15% of ad spend in Bing. Because if someone's on their computer and they don't realize that they're not on Google and they're on a desktop and they're just typing in best plumber, we grab some leads there. About 10% of lead volume is there, maybe a little less. We anticipate this potentially growing.
Oh, sure.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take that ad spend and just earmark a little bit more for Microsoft, because there's going to be a lift here in traffic. People are going to go look on Bing to see what does it look like.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if any of our listeners are existing customers of ours, which we know we have, it's a good idea for you to reach out to your account manager and say, Bing, just type Bing into their email and we'll know exactly what they mean, because we're reaching out to our customers and getting them as much Bing lead volume as they can get.
Perfect.
Wow.
Okay. Love
Yeah.
that. Love new stuff, right?
Okay.
And AI,
Yeah.
it's taking over the world.
Well, the big tech guy that I am not. That's how.
You can't be perfect at everything. sweetie.
Okay, thank you, baby. But that we do use that, so I mean, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
We use it, just as you said, to come up with topics and questions and that kind of a thing.
Yeah, it's
for,
very
for
cool.
like potty talk and or other reels and stuff.
Yes.
So, well, anyway, that's great. Well, thanks for sharing that. Well, what we wanted to talk about was this idea of the reviews. And I know that Search Kings has a review product, and so we want to find out about that so we can introduce people to that. But my first question there is, again, remind us why reviews so important? In the
Yeah, I
environment?
mean, we all have heard for a while now, generate reviews and where to generate reviews. And there's Yelp reviews, and there might be
Right.
Yellow Pages reviews and Facebook reviews. And what we've been analyzing over the last while is, where can you reliably say I'm going to save money if I generate reviews? Where's the follow the money? Where's the ROI?
Sure.
And what we've determined is that the ROI is almost exclusively on Google reviews, because Google will rank you higher if you're generating reviews. And the higher you rank, particularly in the LSAs, in the local service ads, the Google guarantees, the cheaper your leads are compared to acquiring leads in a pay-per-click campaign, for example. So what we talk to our customers about is, can you get 3 reviews a week? It's going to actually bring down your lead cost. So investing in how you get reviews, and we can get into that about best practice for getting reviews, it is crucial when you follow the money to the return on the investment. It isn't just a nice to have. It's also a big part of how companies are being acquired right now. I was having a conversation with a broker, and in the broker space, what he was telling us was they're actually looking at the Google reviews of the company. They didn't do that 3 years ago.
No, that is
Right.
so true.
Yep.
Wow.
And then I said, okay, so what are you looking at? And they said, well, we're not actually looking at total number of reviews. What we're looking for is inside the review, are technicians' names being used, A, to determine that the reviews are legitimate, and B, are you potentially acquiring a business that runs without the owner in the field?
There we go. I love you, man. Right there. You just hit on the big thing, because that's what we
Yes.
work on our clients and, in the academy and all that, is building a business to a point that it can run without key people, without you being in the business.
Right.
And so what this broker basically said is, if we look at the company and their P&L looks good and all, but
Right.
the reviews are primarily including the business owner's name, that company's valuation drops. So
Sure.
generating reviews, great. Having your technicians generate the reviews, that's the nugget of gold.
Amen.
Okay.
Right on.
Awesome.
Yep.
Okay.
So
All right.
So
What you got?
there's basically a whole bunch of different things that go into that, but it comes down to essentially how you're going to go generate your reviews.
Right.
Okay. So I'll give you first off Search Kings. Search Kings, back when we were together at the beginning, 2018, we had 39 Google reviews. Okay. And we see Google starting to move their leads to companies, service companies that have reviews. So we start talking to our clients about getting Google reviews, and then we realize we better get Google reviews ourselves. So we set a goal of having the most Google reviews of any digital marketing company in the world. This is our goal.
Wow.
You've met our CEO, Daryl, ambitious guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We're a hungry company. We want to be the best. So we go about starting to get reviews and realizing that by incentivizing our staff the same way as our plumbing companies incentivize their staff, we can generate volume of reviews here because we're doing good work. And then we make it easy by using some technology to ask for the review so it pops up on our customer's phone while we're on the phone with them.
Wow.
So it isn't, hey, you get a postcard in the mail or on your invoice at the end of the month for your Search Kings fees. How did we do? Leave us a review. That's fine. It's actually on the phone call. We taught our staff how to chase that review in real time. So fast forward, we have 1,500 almost Google reviews now.
Wow.
There
Awesome.
isn't, we don't know of a
Yeah.
marketing company in North America that has 300 Google reviews.
Let alone.
And
Right.
we're at just about 1,500.
Wow.
And it's not because of we're not paying our customers. That goes against Google's policies.
Right.
Yep.
So you run the risk. And so what you have to do is get the review, respond to the review, and get the person's name in the review. So these are all parts of, like, if we're going to teach customers how to do it and our clients, we better walk the talk ourselves.
Mhm.
So, there's basically, I'm going to share my screen for a minute.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We want to see it.
So there's basically three things that from Search King's perspective needs to be in place in order to become a company that's generating reviews on a regular basis.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
The first thing that we work with our customers on is training the technicians. So give them a script, walk them through what's going to happen. It might start with the CSR who handles the call and schedules the appointment. It might be the technology that's being sent prior to them coming out, confirming Chris will be arriving in 30 minutes. Hope he does 5-star service for you. Those kind of, expectation lead-ons.
Exactly.
Right. And then so now the technician is there, they have a script. They might have 3 or 4 or 5 things that they choose from to say, such as, nice to see you, Miss Smith. I'm hoping to deliver 5-star service for you today. Let me know if there's anything that you need from me so I can make sure I deliver that 5-star service.
Right.
Right.
Plant, right?
Yeah,
Plant the
you're
seeds.
planting the seeds, you're planting it. And then at the end, when they clean up and they've taken off their shoe wraps and they're all cleaned up and they're ready to go, did I deliver that 5-star service? And so teaching them with that short script is step one.
Mm-hmm. And
Step-
just to say, let me interject there. Also, the customers used to reviews. More than likely, they chose the company because of their reviews. So, and again, we're a review-based society now. We just are. When you buy something on Amazon, you look at the reviews. When you get a floral shop or whatever, you're looking at reviews.
Exactly.
So the customer's mind is already accepts the reason why.
Thinking on a new
there's
restaurant.
reviews. Correct.
I mean, even
Yeah.
for an old dog like me, I'm looking at reviews. So it's just part of our way of
Yes,
doing
part
business
of society.
now.
Right.
I mean,
So-
it used to be your next door neighbor told you what to do, but
Right.
no one talks to their next door neighbor anymore.
That's true. So that's awesome. And that's a great way to just planting the seed. So, all right.
Yeah.
So number 2.
Okay, number 2, it's got to be easy. So it has to be easy for the team, the technician, the CSR, everyone, and the customer. That's where the technology comes in. Ultimately, you want the customer to have to click once on their phone to receive the request for that review, right?
Yep.
If this is would you mind leaving me a review? I'll give you the example. My mechanic who does my oil changes, I'm talking to him and, we get along because he's my mechanic, and I'm telling him, man, you got to get Google reviews. So his response is, I tell them. And I say, well, what do you tell them? So I want to know. And he says, well, I tell them to go to my Google page to leave a review. And I say, just give them the link into their phone. Be invasive. Drop that link in their phone. You have their phone number. So then I give him the link for his company. And now, at least as he's processing their bill and telling them that he's going to give them a 10% discount because he likes them, drop them the review link into their phone through text message.
Yep.
So the
Well, they're
technology,
right there.
there's lots of technology choices out there. Here's the short plug. There's companies that will charge $300-400 a month
Right.
per location. What
Mm.
you want to know is that you can probably, Search King's technology for our customers is part of our service. It's complementary for our customers because it's sort of fundamental.
Mm.
You need it in order to generate leads
Mm.
in Google LSAs, in the Google Maps area. And Laura, as you said, everyone's looking at it. So we basically include it in our services. It's definitely more than enough. It doesn't have every bell and whistle with payments and all sorts of things that you really don't need. You have a
Right,
payment
exactly.
processor.
Correct.
So if it's just get a Google review as easy as possible, we have that service, regardless of what it is, as long as it's text message based, you're going to probably do well.
Love
So
that.
this is
Yeah.
what we do. And then,
Okay.
as you can see on the screen,
Mhm.
start bragging about your Google reviews by promoting that actually as your brand.
Mm.
That's the modern day brand, like family owned and operated. Great. Tell me that you have 5-star Google reviews. You're going to see the phone ringing.
Yes,
Right.
absolutely. Because again, that's what people are looking for.
And I
Mhm.
love, I'm going to go back to the simplicity thing because that's what I'm all about, right?
Mhm.
And making it as simple as possible for your customer. And I get it, and that's a great point of your mechanic, changing your oil. I'm sure you like him. I just had the recent example, and spare me. Let me go off the rail here just a little bit.
Uh-oh.
I made a secret trip to Taco Bell.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I got busted.
You
Okay.
devil.
I know.
know.
That is my drug of choice, Taco Bell. And so went through Taco Bell and actually had great service. The young lady was pleasant from all the way through, and was happy and actually excited that she was excited working at Taco Bell and was friendly and handed me food. And she goes, "Will you please give me a review? Hit the number on your receipt is a website you can go to and give me a review." And I said, with all honesty,
Sincerity.
yes, I will gladly give you a review because we're all about service. It's a big about
Yeah, you appreciate that.
right. And so I really was going to give her a review until I pulled out of the parking lot, and then my mind's on to my next thing.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happens to our customers.
Our plumbing customers.
Our plumbing
Yeah.
customers. They love the work we've done, but once we're out of the house, it's like
They're back to their lives.
right.
Right.
Which is
So if that Taco Bell employee was incentivized and actually won something or received something, she probably doesn't let you just walk out of the store and
Mhm.
hope that you get the Google review. She probably stands around, has a
right.
little bit of an awkward moment with you
You're
to say,
right.
you could do it right now.
Right.
Your food stays hot for at least 5 minutes. You'll be fine.
Right.
And
Please
she
give
would
me a
get you.
review.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I do everything today? Why
Mhm.
don't I show you on your phone how easy it would be? Do you mind? Right. And they
Mhm.
take your phone and they click the button. Maybe it's an elderly person or someone who's not, technologically comfortable. What
Mhm.
that comes down to is
Like yours truly. Right.
yeah, there you go. What's in it for the technician
Mhm.
Right.
when push
And
comes to shove?
for technicians too, what they can do is they can click payment and then ask for the review and then go back and kind of finish cleaning up a little bit. Leave the tablet right there too, if you can do it on the tablet, or let the customer have the chance to do it right on their phone. So instead of walking out the door, just kind of still be there and right, because as soon as they walk out the door, their person that Mrs. Jones is back to normal life.
Right.
Yeah.
As you know, making the phone ring and often is vital to your home service business. That's why I'm a fan of Search Kings. Search Kings is a Google Premier partner and have helped my clients generate leads on Google Local Services and Google Ads. If you need your phone to ring, use Search Kings and tell them Richard sent you, and you need the $1 Million Plumber VIP treatment. Go to themilliondollarplumber.com/Search Kings and get on track to making your phone ring today.
So, using incentives for staff, what we typically do is when we re-engage with a customer or start up with a new customer, we're talking about, okay, what's the technology? Do you already have something? Is it working? Do you want us to put in place our technology, layer that in for you? So that's the tech piece. Do you need a script? Do we need to help you write that? No problem. When we get into the incentives, this is where the fun starts. We basically try to say, okay, what's our goal for the next 30 days? Okay. And Michael on our team, who's joining me, and he'll do a little demo shortly, we'll talk with the customer about what's the goal. So next 30 days, how many reviews as a company, and what's a reasonable number of reviews per tech?
Mm.
Okay. And then is it pay them for each review? Maybe that's month one. And let's see how 30 days go. Okay. You give them $15 gift certificate or whatever. Month two, that went fine. In month two, let's do a contest. Everyone who gets a review with their name in it gets a name in the raffle, and raffle off 3 nice steak dinners, right? Month three. Month three might have whoever gets the most reviews, or everyone who gets 5 reviews in the month, they get a paid day off and $200.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Right.
each month or each 6 weeks or however we want to do it with the customer, you put in place these little games and incentive plans.
Right.
It
And you
keeps
make
them
it
For me.
sticky.
and you make
Yes.
it part of the process that you're focusing on, because ultimately what it does for the business, as you said, all right, we know that Google likes the reviews and is
Yeah.
going to put you out there more. And the more you're out there, it's also going to lower your costs.
Yeah. And the
Right.
customer's going to need to see them, as Laura said, they got to verify you.
Right.
And then one day when you decide I might want to sell this thing, those reviews come in real handy then too.
Isn't
Right.
that crazy? Wow. Love
It's
that.
sort of like one of the most important things.
Sure.
And doing good customer service is sort of, well, we would expect that at this day and age. So you may as well get credit for it.
Right.
Okay, so let's get to the meat here.
Yeah.
I want to introduce it because I know that Search Kings, you're all about making things simple because you make your other stuff simple. You've made it simple for me to understand. You've been around the block. You also make it very affordable, and you guys are on it. So I'm sure you've done the same in this area. I'm just assuming that. So let's see how.
Yeah. So
Right.
Mike, I'm going to pass to you in just a second, but before we do that, I'm just going to clarify for everyone. There are 3 spots on the Google page that reviews matter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One is in the Google LSAs at the top. In order to rank, you need frequent reviews, not total number of reviews, frequent reviews. In the pay-per-click, this is where we include call outs like call us, we have 300 plus Google reviews. Okay, so we use it in the pay-per-click space. And then in the map space, we make sure that your Google reviews are pumping into your map listing so you show up for any free leads available through the maps. Okay. So, and those are all Search King services. That's all we do is Google paid space in the Google map listings. And we'll splash banners around websites based on people coming to your website, and we'll promote the fact that you have these Google reviews with these banners. So messaging it out there, but Michael's going to show you actually what the technician would do in the field, and this is how easy it is. So Mike, take it away.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm just going to share my screen over here, give you guys an idea of what we're doing. So I'm going to move over. You guys see Poseidon Plumbing?
We do.
Yes.
Awesome. So this is one of my customers was dealing with. He is a new plumber, and I wanted to relate it to what you guys are doing with $1 Million Plumber. A lot of these new plumbers, they might be in a market where they don't have reviews. They are going up against people with either hundreds or thousands of reviews, and it can be daunting where you're in a situation where you don't know how you're going to compete. Realistically, who's going to trust you? Who's going to trust the new guy who shows that they've been around for a year? And when they've been around for a year, I'll put this into slideshow mode so you can see a little bit more in depth. But Poseidon Plumbing over here in third spot only has 17 reviews, and Happy Home now has 1.4 thousand reviews. So he's a one-man show, doesn't have anybody in the office to help him out. And he can't really worry about the business side of things. He's come to Search Kings, and we got him onto the local service ads program. Now he's in Graham, North Carolina, just a little bit east of Greensboro.
Yes.
And essentially he is in this market where there's a good amount of competition. He's struggling to get a few leads. And we know that the reviews are playing a big part in how you're ranking on those local service ads. So as Search Kings, we want to find that best solution. We implemented Search Kings reviews. So with Chris, the owner of Poseidon Plumbing, I've been working with him to generate more reviews on the Search Kings platform. And it's like Lauren said, the frequency that matters, not just the review rating. So
Right.
what you'll see here, Poseidon with Chris, he does have 4.7, which is great, but it's less than quality service and it's less than happy home services. But he's going above and beyond, where in the last 2 months, he's generated all of his reviews showing Google that, you know what, I'm going above and beyond and I want to take on these leads. Now, the great thing about this is relating it back to your Taco Bell story. I'm sure when you got that that receipt, you logged in, it probably wasn't just a review. It was probably a survey where
Yes. Yep.
you got a bunch of different questions. You're like, what is going on? I don't want to answer 20 questions and waste 5 minutes of my life. I just want my food and get going with my day.
Exactly.
So the big thing is keeping it seamless, make it very easy for them, and also have it reflect in the best places. So one thing you'll notice is here on the Google business page, this is why I put the side by side, you're seeing 16 reviews, and on the LSA, it's 17 reviews. So we identified some issues within the Google platform too, so that way we could help Chris out. So going forward, we link everything to the Google business page. So he was getting reviews in one spot instead of all over the place. And that way, once we've rectified that issue, it updates. And now he's showing Google that I'm starting to be the best provider in the market.
And so there he is competing against those other two, probably longer, bigger companies, right? And that is
Exactly.
the concern. And so it's the frequency thing is the key. Having it, Google likes seeing that there's reviews happening frequently.
I want to show one quick thing. I mean, this is remarkable. Let me just share for 1 sec.
Yeah, let me stop this.
Really great job, Mike, working with them. What you can see here, this is in Graham, North Carolina. So the #1 ranking company, and this is what we work on all day, is Quality. They have 738. Ease has 213. Poseidon's in the 3rd spot with 17 Google reviews.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then you get down to Happy, 1,300, 755. And you go on and on, 592, 473. So total number of Google reviews, that's the easy part. Making sure that they're recent and coming in quick and aligned with your Google My Business and Google LSAs that Mike does for them is actually ranking them as high as possible in the system. So sorry, Mike, why don't we get back to how it works?
That's awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
And let me say one thing. If anybody's listening to the podcast audio only, really encourage you to go out to our website, themilliondollarplumber.com, and it's the show page. And you'll be able to see the full video as well as show notes and all that. So you can see the screen share.
Yeah, this is worth seeing. So yes.
Yep.
For
So go ahead,
sure.
Michael.
So I'll go back to my share screen. So of course, the goal with this program, one, we want to make it easy as possible. We don't want to have a Taco Bell survey with 10 different questions and then a rating on a scale of 1 to 5. We want it going directly to their business page, and we want it to be easier for one, the business owner who has administrative access to the dashboard, but also the techs, because realistically, the techs or the service providers, they don't want another part added to their job.
Yes.
The incentivizing and all of that, that's great, but they don't want to sit there and have to go and chase reviews and manually type out a message every time they are at a customer's house and add an extra 5 minutes to their day that could have otherwise been saved. Right. So we implemented Search Kings reviews, and in the customers format, which I have listed on the left or the right hand side here, this is what you're going to see as a customer receiving a review request from Poseidon Plumbing. So I sent this to myself this morning just as a little bit of a demo here for you. And I'm going to go into the dashboard after to show you how it works. But essentially what it does is it sends you a link with a quick templated message customized to your name and the business's name. And then once you click into it, instead of having this crazy survey with a bunch of different aspects to it, asking you 10 different questions, it's going directly to your Google business page. And the reason being is, one, it's the first thing people see on all levels of your organic, your paid search, everything within Google. and B, it integrates with your Google business page as well as your LSAs. So there is a bit of a glitch within Google. If you're getting it on your LSAs, they won't reflect on that Google business page. So if we can put it on one, which not a lot of these providers know, then we run the risk, or we avoid the risk of having it only in one spot, and it reflects in both. So we don't run, go on.
I'm sorry, Mike. So I understand. Yeah. So if we put the reviews on LSAs, which we would want to do, Google doesn't automatically put them on the business page.
Exactly. Yeah.
But if we put them on the business page, Google's automatically putting them on the LSA page as well.
Exactly. So if we're going back to the slide that I had before, with Chris from Poseidon Plumbing, over here on his Google business page, he actually has one less review from his LSA. That's because he had gotten one on his LSA instead of his Google business page. So his Google business page actually shows one less. So once we realize this, of course, we can rectify that issue, reroute them to the correct location.
Got it. All right, cool.
Yeah. Now with the program, of course, consistency of reviews is the biggest thing. So we want to sort of build a model for our clients, right? If we can look at the amount of requests that they're sending out, and we can see that you're closing about, let's say, 15 to 20% of them into actual close reviews out of the ones that you send out, then we can say, if we want to close 10 per month, then you got to send out 100 requests between the team. So the great thing about this platform, of course, it integrates everything within one dashboard. Facebook, you're not going to be having the same review system as well as Instagram the way Google does. We're focusing specifically on this Google side of things. So that way you can integrate and reply to reviews as well as manage and send them. But with that, we can work with these business owners to set goals as well as hold them accountable. So the biggest thing, there's a million other review platforms. Not everyone is going to get a designated account manager working with them. With that, we can help set these goals, and on a monthly basis, we can review the projected amount of reviews you're going to get, as well as hold you accountable to actually continue setting the goals and sending them out to achieve those on a monthly basis when we're having our check-in calls, either monthly or bi-weekly. And that way, when I see as an account manager that, hey, Chris, why did you only send out 2 requests? And I saw that on the LSA, you closed 10 jobs. What's going on here? We need to send a few more because now your LSAs are going to slip versus your competitors who have 1,400 reviews.
Right. And that could be something for the manager, the business owner. He may have tasked the CSR or an ops manager or somebody to take care of it. And all of a sudden they're realizing that it's not getting taken care of. So it could be a training moment again, for your staff.
Exactly. And so Mike, if I hear you as well, Search Kings has always been, our clients and from the Success Academy and even our private clients all said that, Search Kings has great customer service. So you do that as well. So if I'm hearing you right, in the monthly meetings, that also part of your process now is being on top of your clients, how's the review process coming, and are they meeting those numbers? And so you're keeping them focused in that area as well. Did I hear that correctly?
Definitely. And we make it easy for both the business owner as well as the techs out on the field. So there's 2 different methods that we've implemented to help you generate these reviews. So I'll give you a quick rundown of how that works. Okay. I'm going to exit the slideshow just to show you in terms of an actual demo. I have the slide here, but it'll be better if I'm in the dashboard. Now, within this inbox, if you can see my screen, I sent one to myself. So this is the administrative dashboard, which business owners are going to have access to, or anybody who they set up with this access within the company, they can come in and manually send these review requests. Okay. So you just put in a new contact, right? I put in my information. It's here from before. Now you can have templated messages the way I have it here. It'll just send them the templated message with the review link directly to your Google business page. And all you have to do is press send, and then it's going to appear on my phone with this text link. So if I click into here, it's going to go directly to the Google business page with a star rating and the information.
Yeah.
Now, not everyone will want to give their techs or employees administrative access. You don't want to be showing them how their colleagues are doing maybe, or you don't want to have anybody be able to make changes within the dashboard. And you
Right.
definitely don't want anybody to be able to reply to reviews, because
Yeah.
in here you can reply to reviews. You
Ah,
only want to have people that should be on an administrative level have
right.
access to this.
Yes.
So we implemented a guest check-in form. So what this is, if we go to the check-in form, your techs can keep this saved on their phone. When they're on the job, all they have to do is have this bookmarked in their browser or saved as a shortcut.
Mhm.
All you do, enter the person's name, 647-770-2619, and then you choose who they're assisted by. So you put the customer's name, you put the customer's phone number, and then you choose who they're assisted by. In the guest access case, as me being the tech, I would select my own name. Once you've entered the customer's number and you click send, it's going to send that same templated message with the review link. They access it the same way. And it's a seamless process where they don't need to have administrative access. All they can do is generate the review without making changes to your ads account.
Wow.
No, daggone, Mike, that is simple and easy. And this is, sweetheart, as you had said
Yes.
too, what we would do, recommend is while we're cleaning up, we'd be asking, just what Lauren had said, you were kind of setting the stage early on. Hey, I hope to give you 5-star service today. And so show me what you got going on and that kind of thing. But then before, as we're cleaning up, Mrs. Jones, I hope I gave you a 5-star service today. I've sent you a review. Will you please leave me a review?
Yes.
That kind of a thing.
And most people will. You do it
Yes.
like that. Most people will do it right
Right.
then. So, yes.
And it's that simple and easy. And that's a mic drop.
Yeah.
So, I love it, guys. Well, Search Kings has come through again. All right.
That's
so-
the goal.
So this is offered to any client of Search Kings, right? So at whatever level or whatever. I know obviously you guys are focused on pay-per-click. So, but this is a service that you add on.
Yeah, we also offer to all of our LSA customers. We realize it's integral. Like, our work, since 2009 has been, how do we help a small business grow and make sure that they're making money on their ad spend so that they can, decide what to do with that money next month. So we see this as integral. It's part of our solution. It's not going to be an additional cost for any Search Kings customer. We think that we work month to month. So we believe by adding value, our customers will stay with us longer. And that's, that's the most important thing we can do. We'd much rather a customer stay with us for 4 years than 3 months and we've overcharged them for 3 months and they leave. So that's not how we operate.
Nope. And we can attest to that
Yes,
as well.
definitely.
So,
Yeah. Search Kings definitely has a long track record. And so we highly recommend. And in fact, I know that, Search Kings, you guys have always taken care of, our Potty Talk listeners and our, MD peers. And so, go to themilliondollarplumber.com/Search Kings.
Search Kings, all one word.
To take care, they do provide some extra benefits and discounts for us. And we appreciate that.
Yes.
Because you guys make us look good.
And anyone reaching out, just make sure you mention $1 Million Plumber so we can give you that exclusive offer. Want to take good
Perfect.
care of you all.
Thank you.
Thank
Well, we
you.
appreciate you taking care of our clients and our listeners.
Yes,
for sure.
this is cool stuff,
Yes.
guys. Love it. All
the
right,
techie
it's
stuff.
a no-brainer, and yeah, it's techie stuff, and I understand it. So that's how simple it is. So, hey, appreciate it, Lauren. Appreciate you being on again, taking the time. Mike, appreciate your time and in the demo there. And again, thanks for being on.
Yep, and we'll want to have you back on the next latest greatest thing that Search Kings offers.
Definitely. All right.
Thanks so
Okay.
much.
Take
Thanks,
care,
guys.
guys.
All right, bye-bye.
Wow, that was cool stuff. All right.
Great episode.
All right.
Of Lauren, bring just all the technology. I do love technology stuff, but guys, I know we said it a few times, but this is that's important for you guys to get the reviews is important, and they're making it so easy to do that. And whether you use Search Kings or not, you've got to get your reviews done. You have to be on top of it. You've got to be constantly mining to get those, right? Planting the seeds and then mining to get them. So whatever that looks like, get your reviews.
Well, I'm a fan of, they make it so easy and simple.
You
all
don't
right,
need to be
and not all this
an
extra
expert.
extra stuff and to add it to it, you know.
Right.
So you don't need to be paying, you know, $300, $400, $500 a month for all this other stuff to
Right.
get reviews. You got to get the reviews, and they just make it part of their process, which is already very
Right.
affordable.
Correct.
All right.
Yep.
And so you know, I just love it. It's so cool. I'm kind of
Yeah.
you know, it's a mic drop.
At least
thing.
reach out. And we've
Right.
got the link somewhere again here in the show notes, wherever you're watching or listening. But you can go to themilliondollarplumber.com/search kings and fill out a little form, and they'll reach out to you and talk to you about it and see if it's a good fit or
Right.
not.
And they're not pushy. They're good folks. All
Right.
right. So guys, do it. All right. Hey, another thing for you, if you are looking to take your plumbing business to the next level, hey, we want to help. We can help by giving you a free strategy call with us. All right. So simply go to themilliondollarplumber.com/call and schedule, all right, your free strategy call with us. Okay.
So /CALL. Yep.
There we go.
Okay.
All right, that's about a wrap here. But before I let you go, as always, I want to remind you that you are purposefully and wonderfully created, and you were created to do great things. So plumb like a champion.
Bye, everybody.